I just got addicted. Building discipline, I'm bleeding. It's also a mind game. Use that as an excuse. Keep working out. Bulgarian split squats. No matter what, day after day after day, you don't need motivation. Always care. Having a routine, there's just no way around it. A fit grandma. Nobody is watching. I don't feel like it. I just don't care. I never want to quit. The mental toughness, so many options, wasn't always disciplined. Hello. I think it's about time we talked about this. It makes me so sad to hear people talk about lacking motivation. I wish we would stop talking about motivation and start building discipline instead. Yes, motivation can inspire you and get you going. But it's something that comes and goes, which you cannot control. And of course, you can't expect to succeed if you only put in the work on the days you feel like it. Whereas discipline is something that you do and choose to do. Discipline is doing it no matter what your emotional state is. Discipline is the key to building habits. And when these habits are in place, you don't need motivation or willpower to do them. That's why I like to structure my workout routine in a way that I avoid having to make a decision based on willpower. So when I schedule my workouts, I always know if today is upper body day or leg day. I know if it's a day that I'm going on a run or just going on a walk. And I always know exactly what my workouts look like. It is now a normal part of my morning routine, just like journaling and brushing my teeth. It is not a question, it's a thing that's getting done. If you rely on motivation, you are not in control because you are a slave to your emotional state, to your thoughts, to your mind. Working out is not only about strengthening your body, but also your mind. It's also a mind game. You constantly have to be stronger than your mind when it's trying to get you to quit, or when it's trying to prevent you from even starting. If you work on building discipline instead of running after motivation, it will keep you on track. And it also helps building mental toughness in all areas of your life. I like to see discipline as a form of self-love and self-care because you're prioritizing things that are good for you instead of, I don't even know. What would you be doing instead? Which brings me to my next point. No, I'm not a superhuman who is always motivated because motivation never stays. It's fleeting. It comes and goes. It is not reliable. So when I'm not motivated and I'm tempted to skip a workout, what never fails is when I ask myself, what would I do instead? What is so much more important that I need to skip a workout for? And usually the answer is nothing, because everything else can wait. Even if I have a big productive day ahead, working out takes what? An hour out of your day? Even maybe 30 minutes? I know I won't be feeling good skipping a workout for no reason or for something that can wait. For me, the only moment I skip a workout is if I'm on the first days of my period, because I'm bleeding. I deserve a break. Or something major like that, or something unexpected that happens, because life happens. But remember that once you learn to quit, it becomes a habit. Now, don't get me wrong, we all need to listen to our bodies and rest when we need to, but you know yourself. You know if you really need a rest or if you're just being lazy. It's you versus you. Nobody is watching. Nobody will know if you cheat yourself. Discipline is about honoring yourself. But you probably didn't click on this video for me to tell you to take your rest day. If you need inspiration on your rest days, or if you're interested on what I do on my rest days, I have a whole video about that. So for now, let's focus. Remember your why. Why did you start working out in the first place? Do you want to build muscles? Do you want to be stronger? Do you want to run faster? Do you want to jump higher? Do you simply want to be more active? For me, I want to live a long and healthy life. I want to be a fit grandma. I never want to let age dictate what I can and cannot do. And every workout is helping me to build a stronger and healthier body. If I don't feel like working out, I try to understand why I'm lacking motivation. So maybe I'm tired. Do I ache somewhere? Do I dread a certain exercise? Or am I bored with my workout routine? There is an option to modify my workout for each of these reasons. If I'm tired, I can always shorten my workout or even follow a video workout on YouTube. That way I don't have to think and plan. If I ache somewhere, I can avoid exercises that will put a strain on that muscle. And if I'm bored or I just don't want to do a certain exercise, like Bulgarian split squats, I can do another exercise. I can find a variation of that exercise. Usually the hardest part is simply starting. Once I start working out, I never want to quit and I never regret having working out, of course. For leg days, I always start with Bulgarian split squats because they are the hardest and I just want to get it over with first thing. So recently, I talked about this in a video when it was the week just before my period. So it is a week when my energy is at my lowest and also my motivation, of course. So what I did, instead of skipping leg days entirely, I replaced Bulgarian split squats with lunges, which I never really do. So it was motivating, it allowed me to ease into it, and I had fun because I was doing something relatively new or something exciting that I don't get to do usually. And because of that, I enjoyed my workout and I was proud of myself for doing it. You need to plan and be prepared. There's just no way around it. Take some time at the beginning of the week to write down and schedule your workout in your phone, in your planner, on your wall, I don't know. But plan it so you know exactly what you are doing. It's never going to be motivating to work out if you show up to the gym without knowing what you're doing there, and then losing half an hour trying to figure out what you want to do. There is so much power in routines. Routines are not boring. Having a routine helps you build habits, and habits are so important to stay consistent and progress, especially when motivation isn't there. I believe that people who say that routines are boring are simply lazy and they use that as an excuse not to do anything. As Sidney Cummings said, establish consistency with simplicity. When we simplify as many things in our life as possible, we have more time, energy, and focus to push through things that are tough in other areas of life. My last tip is to build a toolbox for those days when you just have less energy, maybe you have less time, and when you are less motivated. So for your toolbox, you can make a playlist on YouTube of your favorite workout videos so that when you are bored with your current workout or you just feel like you need someone to tell you what to do and push you, well, you have that option. Try something new. If you don't feel like going for a run or a walk, try an indoor walking workout or a less workout. Or switch up your routine with a style of workout that you don't usually do. So maybe a plyo workout. If you really don't feel like lifting weights, maybe do a cardio workout instead. Or go for a run, or simply go for a walk. If you build your own workouts, have an option ready for those days when you have less energy and less motivation. It could be shorter workouts with less reps. It could be an AMRAP workout, an EMOM workout, or even HIIT. You can keep it to a minimum but still do something because it keeps the momentum going. Switch it up. Consistency is so important with weightlifting to see progress. But consistency is not serving you if it makes you bored and you want to skip working out. Like I mentioned earlier, try another variation of an exercise. So if you're bored with Bulgarian split squat, do lunges. If you're bored with your standard squat, maybe elevate your heels or do sumo squats or add pulses or half reps. Maybe try hamstring curls instead of deadlifts. There are so many options. Focus on a muscle that you really enjoy training. So you might have noticed from my videos that I don't really enjoy training chest. There is nothing more boring to me than doing a chest press with heavy weights that hurt my wrist and that I'm always scared to drop on my face. And I just don't care. I feel like my chest is getting worse anyway in most exercises I do, and I would rather do push-ups, and I enjoy progressing in them. It's the same for my glutes. It never excites me to work out my glutes, so I don't really isolate it. Remember that your body works as a whole when you are working out. So even if you are not isolating a specific muscle, it is still getting worked out. Like your chest when you're doing push-ups or your glutes when you're doing squats. Nothing will happen if you skip your hip thrusts once in a while because you really don't feel like it. And it's always better to skip a specific exercise instead of skipping a whole workout. Lastly, make it fun and reward yourself. I recently treated myself to some new workout clothes from, you guessed it, Gymshark! I took advantage of the Black Friday sale. I just couldn't resist. And I can't wait to show you what I got. Do what you have to do to stay excited about your workout routine. Buy some new clothes, maybe a new yoga mat, a new glute band, a new water bottle. Working out is hard and you deserve it. Remember that half of the battle is in your mind. If you build the mental discipline and the mental toughness to make it a habit, you won't need as much brain power to do it consistently. It's like half the work is already done. So I hope these tips can inspire you and motivate you to build your discipline. It is so rewarding. I think a big part of it is changing your mindset about it. Instead of focusing on motivation, focus on discipline. It is a process. I wasn't always disciplined. I just built it day after day after day, and I just got addicted because it is so rewarding and you deserve it. You deserve to enjoy the process, and discipline will serve you and make it much more easier for you. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.